Chris and I moved over from London about 12 years ago when Tom was 2, and we initially moved to Carlow, just outside of Carlow town. We were there for about 2 years, and Chris was working for a piano company, and I was actually working up in Dublin in Trinity College. We went for a tune-in down in the Deuce Abbey in Grosvenor Manor, and between the tune-ins we just went for a spin, and we happened upon this old house for sale that was actually had sheep inside it, and we kind of just went in to have a look, and within a few months we owned the house. So that's our home now. We moved down to St Mullins and we love it. Obviously then when we moved down we needed to have a business when we moved down. Chris then started working for himself as a self-employed piano tuner, and after a number of years the teachers were requesting that he started to sell pianos, and we then invested in opening the piano gallery, which carries anywhere between 80 and 90 pianos at any one time.
I got into piano tuning because my dad is a piano tuner, well, semi-retired at this stage, and there were always pianos around, and when I expressed an interest in becoming a piano tuner, I was hoping he would show me quickly how to do it, but he insisted I go to college for 3 years to learn. To be a piano tuner you need to have good hearing for a start, and but you also need to know what you need to hear, and it's a case of training the ear and getting up to a good standard.
The business is incredibly integrated into our family life. Often where we're in the showroom, the children are often over with us. If we're working in the showroom, the children will often do their homework there. Tom comes in, practices piano there, and also if we have people in who actually can't play the piano yet, Tom will go round and he'll play the pianos for them so that they can hear them being played. If it doesn't involve touching a piano, I do it. So I would do all the marketing, I would be involved in a lot of the sales, and I would also be involved in dealing with the teachers, the schools of music, and putting together any large contracts or quotes that are requested, particularly by things like institutes of education and theatres and the such like.
My life is surrounded by pianos, but I don't play, unfortunately. I would like to, but it would take hours and hours of practice and hard work, which I don't have time for. I did have lessons probably 30 years ago, but I wasn't interested, so when the teacher moved away I was happy not to continue with them. Well, a big part of our business is the tuning, and I'm in a lot of different places. I could be in Wexford Opera House, you know, a couple of times a month, and in churches, piano teachers, schools of music, and the Opera Theatre Company. I'm actually touring with them at the minute, and travelling around the country with a piano, and it's Sligo tomorrow, so it's a bit of driving. And but I have to make sure I do a really good job when I'm in here, because my eldest Tom is here studying, and he's got his, I think his music junior set up this afternoon, so I better get on with it.
My dad always tunes pianos, and I literally grew up under pianos, like when he was tuning for Princess Diana. And I used to always be in the cot underneath the piano, and he used to rock me with the cot. I definitely like the classical, but I definitely have to say my favourite is jazz, like the Maple Leaf Rag, like this.
The machine that we recently bought is an Italian-made machine that's specifically designed for moving pianos. It's the only one in Ireland in operation, and it is absolutely brilliant because it means I can move a piano weighing up to, well, 600 kilos, some of the big ones are, and I can move it on my own safely up a flight of stairs or onto a stage using a ramp.
I would hope that as the children grow up, the girls will become more and more involved in the piano business, whether it's playing the piano or indeed if some of them want to, like their father did, do what their father does and actually learn to tune the piano. If they do that, we would be very insistent that they go and they learn how to do it properly via either a college course or a university course in piano tuning and restoration. Tom is already involved very heavily in the business. He's well able to help with moving a piano. He knows how to deleg a grand. The girls obviously will probably come at it from a fairly different angle.